Hey guys, welcome back to the hillside. And everything looks really, really sad. So if this is your first time watching, or this is first time you've come across this series, this is an woodland, uh, well, on the edge of the woods. This is a pepper patch. It has been untended. It's just got a little fence post around it, makeshift roof on top of the old greenhouse netting. And this has not been watered, has not been fertilized other than in the spring with the compost and mostly just leaves and some old horse manure. But other than that, I have not watered these guys at all. And they are starting to, zoom out, sorry, show some signs of some stress, especially down on this end. If you can see that, those peppers down there are now starting to really droop. Albeit they have, right there, some banana peppers here on the front row. Another one down there. Are actually producing, so that's cool. But in the back, not so much. I don't know if that's because the front here gets more sunlight or because it is on the hillside. I'm doing a terrible job right here. On the hillside, the water is actually working its way towards you, so maybe this side down here is going to retain more moisture. It's just a guess, but you can kind of tell with this red clay how dry it is. Like right in there, it's starting to focus, starting to crack on the ground everywhere. But yeah, this ground is hard as a rock, but there is rain in sight. This has been one of the driest, hottest summers I believe I remember in recent memory here. So yeah, definitely need some rain. Hopefully there's some clouds coming. Yesterday or the day before, I think it was 97 degrees, heat index way over 100. No rain. The grass at my yard is brown and just dying. Leaves are falling off of trees, turning brown. So this summer, 2019 here has just been extremely hot and dry. So this is a good test, I believe, for these peppers, because this has been a very, very trying year. This one has some more banana peppers on it down there. And this guy, although it looks a little sad, does have some peppers on it. So the banana peppers are quite honestly doing all right. The next row back here, if you haven't seen before, I've done better tours than this than I am today, but those are more of the Chinense peppers, or so there's some ghost peppers, some cayenne peppers, some more of the hotter peppers, where this front row is all sweet peppers. I did that on purpose so I wouldn't mix them up when picking them, because there are people in my family who will not eat anything spicier than a banana pepper, so I had to be really careful when I planted them out. So hopefully I didn't screw it up, because yeah, they're just now starting to really produce, and I guess that's from the lack of water, because they've had plenty of heat. This gets enough sun, gets some shade in the evening, so it's not getting baked on. So altogether, I'd say this as a first-year woodland pepper patch, just kind of hacked out of the woods. I mean, there you go. I mean, there's nothing but trees and woods behind us, and this little clearing right here on the edge of the on the edge of the woods there, guys. So it can be done. Next year, I don't know if I'm going to do peppers. I haven't decided yet. I thought maybe do one row of potatoes, a row of maybe some beans, and I might try some peppers again, just because I love peppers, and that's kind of how I started getting into gardening anyway. So I got to at least keep the tradition alive. So if you have something you want me to try to grow in a little woodland setting like this, just as an experiment, just drop a comment down below. Let me know. So if you guys suggest something, I might give it a shot. And this, just like I said, an experiment to see how well some crops will do without any tending. I mean, this has had no fertilizer, no water, where it definitely needs both. And this is the first year, like, say back in March, I think when I put my first video, maybe early April, before the grass even started turning green, it was still hadn't really broke dormancy. I was out here with a shovel and a mattock, just digging the sod out, getting rid of the grass. I just turned it over about one shovel full, so I didn't really plow it per se, because this is kind of my simulation that if you were, I mean, I don't want to say a prepper or off-grid or that kind of thing, but I'm saying is low-tech, maybe primitive style, just gardening, just kind of put it down, little guerrilla gardening plot, and go. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the pepper portion right here, and we're going to go check out the Hillside pumpkins and see how they're doing. Those also have been hands-off, I'd say 90%. They have had a little bit of attention, only because they're a lot more accessible and in the front of the house there, so they're a lot more accessible. They're not really in a woodland setting, but just kind of zoom back. But there you go, guys. You can see the peppers are starting to show signs of stress from the lack of water, but altogether healthy, super green. come back later, pick these peppers. But there you go. So let's go ahead and wrap this up and let's go check out the pumpkin. All right, guys, check it out. That's my first Seminole pumpkin. This is new to me. This is a surprise impromptu video. So yeah, there you go. I showed the last time when I revealed the pumpkin patch here. Showed you the difference in the male and female flowers and what's going to happen. Well, once you get a female flower gets pollinated, it starts getting swelling up like that. Right now it's a little bit bigger than a softball, but that's pretty awesome. It's still reaching, running out for the sunlight. You know, this place stays a little bit more moist with the groundwater, but the creek behind it has been completely dried up. So I'm looking around to see if I can find any more fruits developing, and I don't think I see any. So no, and quite honestly, I don't see many female flowers either. Just taking a quick look. Let me check on these plants over here. Sorry about the dizziness, guys. I apologize, but this is all just kind of on the fly. No, just tons of male flowers. I mean, you can tell, remember how male flowers right there? Male flowers, the females will have a little nub at the bottom that would develop into a fertilized pumpkin should it need to. But looking along the vine, I don't see any more female flowers. So right now, just one pumpkin up there. Kind of running up the hillside right there is one pumpkin that's developing. It looks like it's set and it's doing pretty well. We are expected to get some rain hopefully tonight, so it will cool off a little bit. Maybe the cooler temperatures and the moisture will help it maybe trigger some female flower growth. But no sooner do I say that, do I see this little guy right there on the edge. That's another female flower that's going to develop. Hopefully that gets pollinated. And spoke too soon. There's another one right in there if you can see it. That's another female. So this is not 100% on the success rate. You know, there's been tons of females on this already, but they have not been pollinated. As you see, just the one so far. But there you go, guys. Seminole pumpkin. It is definitely stretching its legs and running out there. And I like the way these leaves look on this. Ain't that pretty cool? So yeah, give the Seminole pumpkin a try. If you're going to do it kind of like I am, you may not have the best results because, you know, I would have ideally plowed up this whole area, give it some more room to run, but it's mostly just kind of growing on its own through the grass. You know, the spots where I've added the compost right there to set the leaf nodes to kind of give it a little boost of fertilizer and nutrition. That's all I've done. I think I watered it one time. Other than that, it's been on its own. Like I said, this super hot, dry summer. So yeah, there you go, guys. Pretty exciting. One pumpkin is growing, and we you know, we still got another about 2 months before we get really into the cold weather. So I know one pumpkin up there is going to develop. That guy up there, kind of right in there where we just showed you. So that's still going to run out there, especially towards as it gets from the shade, and that side over there is going to get more sunlight. So pumpkins are going to grow towards the light. So once it gets that, maybe it gives it more some more female flowers, and it sets a couple more fruit. But there you go, guys. Quick update from the hillside. Hopefully we do get that heavy rain and thunderstorms are calling for tonight, because we definitely need it. So this is Dave signing off from the Hillside Pepper and Pumpkin Patch. Hope you guys learned something. Drop some comments, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.